Jean Grey is in the white hot room, deciding where in her life things went wrong.
I know where things went wrong. This time, I'm gonna join Magneto. Da 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 da. Hey Magneto, let's do it. Da, da,
Hey,
da.
newest member of my team, Jean Grey, what's going on?
Hey. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna just, start frying everybody's brains. What do you think? Zzz.
Excellent. The humans deserve it, for they are inferior to mutants.
Oh no, wait, is that a nuclear bomb coming right towards us? I know where things went wrong. You know what? This time, I think maybe I should just kill Professor X. Hey, Professor X, what's going on?
You're looking good today.
Hate to bother you, but it turns out we were actually from the future and we're supposed to erase our memories, but we don't want to erase our memories, and I figured I should just kill
What'd you say? I can't see past those delicious tits of yours.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? This is going to be a lot easier than I thought. Wait a minute. What's that out the window? Is that a nuclear bomb coming this way? God damn it! I know where things went wrong. You know what? I think, hey, Bobby, I think I'm gonna be a lesbian.
Yes, girl, live your life.
All right, let's go to a gay bar together.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Yes, sisters.
Yes! Oh my God, what are those Proud Boys doing coming in here?
Are they holding a nuclear bomb? Uh-oh.
God damn it! I know where things went wrong. I'm just gonna stop eating eggs for breakfast and just have a Pop-Tart. All right, I'm just waiting for the Pop-Tart to, my God, why won't it pop? Oh, here it goes.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode
271.
271 of Comic Book Queers. I am your host, Brett, and with me, as always, is, what's your name again?
I'm EvilJeff. How are you?
I'm good, my darling. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Good.
Good,
I'm fine.
Great, good.
Terrible. I don't know.
Yeah,
all of those.
I'm awful. I really am. Horny, awful.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. We should talk about comic books because if you're feeling horny, if you're feeling awful, it's really great to escape into the world of our favorite mutants, the X-Men, don't you think?
Yeah, let's hit the music, shall we?
Okay.
I was reading X-Men comics in a cocktail bar. That much is true. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
There is 4 X books that we need to talk about.
There are 4 X books. One is called Realm of X. Another one is called Jean Grey. Another one is called X-Force. And there's a new X-Men book out there. It's called The Invincible Iron Man.
Yeah, it's basically an X.
Would you like to start there?
Yeah, let's start
Okay,
there.
so we have Invincible Iron Man number 9 by Jerry Duggan. Have you heard of him?
I have heard of him, yes.
He's great. He writes X-Men stuff really
love
good.
Him. I know. He gets he knows character. And that's why I really like his stuff, because he knows how to do character arcs, relationships, along with the fighting. And we've got a good relationship popping up here. We have 2 people that are known to be drinkers. They are both known to be business
savvy,
business people.
yes, owners of companies.
Business savvy. They're also known to be a little cold and to not take shit.
Yeah,
from
they
people.
definitely hide behind
and
shells.
they also are very
They
cocky
are very cocky
and confident. And here these 2 people are also at the lowest points, at their most
They both have
vulnerable
nothing.
point, and they come together.
I just realized,
they're fighting, but then they're both like, "Oh, your life shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, my life shits too. Oh, we're both."
I just realized they are both people who live literally inside a shell. Iron Man and Emma Frost, both of whom have a hard exterior. Know what I mean? Interesting.
Yes.
So we open with last issue. Tony Stark put Emma in the only Iron Man suit he had access to at the time and shot her off into safety.
And flew it away. which we found out is in the Morlock tunnels.
She is in the Morlock tunnels, and she has been trapped in the armor. She does not have the on-off switch. She does not have the open-close button. He does.
She's just stuck there like, is he coming for me?
She's like, do. There's rats on the armor.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed is Emma is really caring. Emma is starting to really care about Tony. As soon as he opens the armor, she's like, you son of a bitch. Oh, you're hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, shit's going down, especially when they start yelling at each other. She then is like, oh, he starts having a panic attack. And she is like, all right, breathe, you're having a panic attack. There's this, and it's the same thing with him where he's like, you little bitch. Oh no, you're in trouble. I'm going to save you. I'm going to come back for you. The tension is there. I've been reading some things where people are like, because the last one was Hellcat.
Yeah.
Kind of the last girl team up he was with. And people were like, Jesus Christ, there is more chemistry with these two in 2 issues within this whole goddamn run with her, with him, with Hellcat. There's just chemistry off the charts with these two.
And you would not expect it. Chemistry lives in the most unexpected of places.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's worried about her children, the Stepford Cuckoos.
Yeah, she can't hear them. She can't feel them. She thinks they're dead.
And I love that Tony's about to marry her, and he's like, "You're what? Your kids?"
Yeah.
How many?
Well, they're dead. All right, then I can marry you.
Then I can marry you. Wait, how many kids you got? 2, 3?
Where's Pepper Potts in all of this?
I don't know where Pepper Potts is in all of this. What's Pepper Potts' story now? I know Mary Jane Watson was kind of the redhead at Stark Industries for a while, for the past few.
Did Pepper Potts die?
I don't know. Did she meet a man named Salt?
Jesus Christ. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fucking net.
Did she meet a guy named Salt Pans?
Oh my God, what a combo. What a match made in heaven. Okay, so Tony is like, okay, just so keep chilling here in the Morlock tunnels while I go figure stuff out. I have to get Rhodey out of jail using She-Hulk's help. I have to remember not to drink.
Oh, she's married to Happy.
Pepper Potts is married to Happy Hogan?
Yeah.
Oh,
in the
shit.
comics.
See,
although this is just what I just Googled it. So, I mean, I could be wrong. Google could be wrong.
see what happens?
All right, well, fuck
See
her.
what happens when you don't read Iron Man, when Emma Frost is not in it?
Yeah, well.
So,
That's
you
gonna be how it is.
mentioned Tony having a panic attack and Emma going into his mind to calm him down. She sticks around and they have an interesting conversation in his brain. First of all, they're walking down an aisle. She's wearing white. He's wearing a tuxedo. And they're flanked by different Iron Man suits.
Iron Man
It's
suits.
very wedding.
Yeah.
The whole thing is giving wedding. And they agree to form an alliance.
Yeah, they're going to team up and fucking kill them all. And I think that's the one thing she's realizing, which Kitty Pryde realized. There's no more Krakoa. There is no more you can't
we're
kill
done.
human law. So
Time's up.
time's
No
up,
pit for
humans.
me no
I'm going to
more.
fucking murder you.
But she says, I love this line. She said, they took everything, but they failed to kill me. That was their mistake. It will be their deaths, and I will let no man stop me. And she said, and Tony's like, so, an alliance to their deaths? To their deaths.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of House of M when Layla Miller
My
unlocks
favorite scene in comics
Emma's
ever.
memories, and she's like,
Where she's like, are you
"Oh,
shitting me?"
it's fucking over. Oh, we're gonna fucking kill all of them. Are you fucking with me right now?" That is such a great scene.
But that was,
Brian
no,
Michael
that was
Bendis
good.
can do a
That
lot
was
of
good.
shit,
And
but
you know,
he
remember
can
she
do
was
a lot
team kill Wanda too. She's like, we kill the bitch.
Yeah.
So this is great. I mean, he even puts like a ring in her finger, which is, what is it? It's like technology to avoid something.
Yeah. And she's in disguise as Hazel. Was Hazel an actual person?
I don't know.
Killed?
But like she's used the Hazel Kendall disguise before. He references it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not sure what the.
Oh, wait, that's in the flashback when they first met.
Oh,
when remember
yes.
he met her
Yes.
on the rooftop?
That's what the purpose of that was. Hilarious.
All right. So he's going to marry Hazel. Clearly. Like, I think this wedding is not going to look like it's Emma Frost. It's going to be Hazel.
Oh, that's a really good point.
You know what I mean? Like, this is just all for show. So he can kind of take her in and she can kind of go around in his circles without any risk to anything. I also, I'm just really excited of like where this is going to go, because we also see that Fisk is the White King.
So they go to the Hellfire Club to meet the White King.
Who were the other White Kings? I know Magneto was a White King. Who was White King during the Dark Phoenix saga?
Was it Harry Leland?
Or was it Mastermind?
Was it Donald Pierce?
No, they were bishops, I felt. Oh, no, maybe Harry Leland. Which one was the cyborg?
Donald Pierce.
Donald Pierce. Maybe Donald Pierce was the White King. I can't remember.
Yeah, me neither.
But anyway, he is the White King. And basically, it's going to be great seeing Tony being like, wait, he's on her side. And Emma's going to be like, no, just let him talk for a second. They fucking took my wife. I'm going to fucking destroy all of Orcus. And Tony's going to be like, all right, okay. Okay.
He's like, oh, cool.
My enemy's enemy is my friend.
I also don't trust this motherfucker, this big motherfucker. I don't trust him.
Of course not. Oh, as soon as Orcus is down, he's going to try to take over it and get it to...
Yeah.
I doubt he's going to join Orcus because he...
No. But he's going to screw...
But I think he's going to screw mutants over. But I think the problem is as soon as he gets his wife back, then it's all over for you guys.
Yeah.
Because he's just not going to give a shit.
Right.
And his wife... Maybe that's a good segue.
That's a good segue into the next
in her own comic.
She, Typhoid Mary, is in Realm of X. How about that shit?
What is this realm? Is this realm one of the? It's like one of the
10 realms from Thor.
One of the 10 realms from Thor. Is this been used anywhere before?
I'm not sure.
Are those characters? Do you recognize any of them?
No, I don't recognize any of these characters. No.
Yeah, I don't really recognize anyone. Okay.
I just want to say, I called it. Remember I said cursing the portal was going to lead to Realm of X? Mm-hmm. Here we are.
Yes.
The art is a thing for me on this book.
What kind of thing?
A bad thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
But more than that, though, not only does Ileana not like art-wise feel like Ileana, but like Ileana, she doesn't feel like Ileana at all. I'm
not sure about this not having any powers thing.
Like, you know how many spells you know? Like, I don't understand.
Like, she's still a sorceress. If she doesn't have her mutant power, she still has all of her sorcery powers.
She's still fine.
And she still has her personality. Like, that's what I'm also like. She just has a
like, she doesn't
personality.
Feel... Right.
It's weird.
She's like some helpless, boring... I don't...
And then because it's like, oh, this realm is full of it's all full of people that just know prophecies. So it's all prophecy. It's like, hey, honey, how are you going to do today? Well, you're going to die. Oh, fuck. Like,
we've known that for centuries. Yeah.
Yeah. But they've been like, we've known for centuries that the four are coming, and they even have like a statues, and it's Typhoid Mary, Dust, Mirage, Danny Moonstar, and
Marrow.
Marrow.
It's Marrow, girl. Sorry.
I hate her.
I know.
And I will say the writing in this, who writes this?
It's, I can't pronounce their name, but it's a Nordic writer who I would imagine is...
It's missing...
Writing from a mythological...
There's something of the sass, like Typhoid Mary is always sassy. It's something is missing.
Yeah.
Of like, I feel like it needs to be more clever. And right now she's just like a whiny.
Yeah.
And it's driving me crazy. Where I wish I want her to be more Emma Frosty badass bitch. But she's kind of like, I don't want to do this. I'm Typhoid Mary.
Yeah. I mean, you could be less of a bitch. You're not even endearing.
Yeah. And also, since when does Mirage talk to birds?
Oh, she always had
a
rapport with animals. That led to her rapport with Wolfsbane. Like that was an early New Mutants thing.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel like they're
calling that back, I feel like.
And she's doing a lot of, whenever I see people really relying on her, shooting her, spirit arrows or whatever, I'm just like, ugh.
I know.
Get back to the fear.
It's my favorite part.
She has fear-based mirage powers. I don't understand how someone can have such cool powers and people are like, I'm going to just have her shoot arrows. What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. And Curse is off on her own. And who picks her up? But the person is the big enemy. They said the White Witch. Did you guess? As soon as they said the White Witch, did you guess what it was going to be?
I was like Saturnine. Absolutely.
It's Saturnine.
Absolutely.
Saturnine has Curse. We're in trouble.
Curse is running around by herself like, I'm a little stinker, la-di-da. She's very powerful. She's turning ogres into piles of stone. She's a problem, Curse. There's also a moment where she tries to use her powers for good, and she's in agony because of it.
Yeah. Well, the last time when if she does something too good with her powers, she'll die.
She'll die. It'll kill her. I mean, she's near death here. Like, she does something with her powers and is just hemorrhaging. Yeah.
But here's my question: this is a little separate off that, but Saturnine, how are the 10 realms connected to Otherworld?
Yeah.
I think this is I'm just curious of like, I feel like, has that ever been established? I don't think it has.
I don't know.
So I'm very interested of
is like a
how
nexus?
Yeah, like, because in a weird way, Otherworld is the connection to all of the other worlds.
Otherworld has 10
so where
realms.
Are the realms?
How many realms are in Otherworld?
Are the realms part of the multiverse? Or are they separate from the multiverse?
These are great questions.
I don't know, but for me, I'm like down for it all being brought together.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks,
like
X-Men. But right now, magic doesn't feel like magic, so I'm not fully.
And Marrow,
on board with this yet.
What is this? The drawings of Marrow are insane to me. Like, what is this 6'4", healthy, gorgeous lesbian? She's like Ruby Rose walking around. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, they really should have just gotten rid of Feral and just kept magic. Like, she just doesn't have her teleporting powers. She has everything else. And that's it. I love using dust. Let's bring more
having dust.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to say about it. What about you?
No, I want to move on to X-Force, frankly. X-Force number 43.
My dear, I don't give a damn. I have questions.
I have questions. I have to laugh at something for a moment.
Okay.
Literally, Mikhail took so fucking long to do this Colossus nonsense. What I mean by that is this story arc has been so dragged out that he fucking missed his chance and like Orcus swooped in and like destroyed Krakoa.
When he was about to do everything.
You could have done this shit months ago, homie.
I have a question. What are these? What was this established before the Quentin Quire can have these extra bodies?
I have no idea what this is.
Where did this come from?
So this is old Quentin, like with a bunch of bodies he could live in? What?
And then he like picks out an old young version of his body. And now he's just
young Quentin
and goes into it. From where? Where is this from? I feel like this had to have been established somewhere. Listeners, if you know what's going on, but for some reason now that he's in that body, his telekinesis doesn't work very well. So I'm just like, why? Just bring back old Quentin Quire.
And also, are we going to do like,
just bring the old Quentin Quire back?
Aren't working right thing. God damn it.
Who gives a shit? Also, and then I'm young, but I
does he though? I feel like the senility went away.
What? Oh, when he threw up the I
feel like just all of a sudden
thing?
He's just young Quentin again. Like I feel like the writing is a little lazy in that we're not.
I don't get it. I just don't get what's happening.
We're not going to capture that this is an old man in a young man's body. I already feel like that's been let go.
And then here's another thing where they're like, okay, guys, the Hellfire Gala is happening. There's a very good likely chance that they're going to be attacked. So let's all not be there. What?
What the fuck?
What? It's that same thing of like when we were watching Secret Invasion and they were like, why don't you call on Thor? Well, we can't call them for everything.
This is personal.
Well, the world's about to end. Maybe this is a good time when the world's ending is to call them. It's like, oh no, we can't afford it. This is like, oh no, that doesn't work with the plot. Well, you need to make it work with the plot. Guess what? Work better. Like, it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit for me.
Yeah, and like the whole thing of like, we only call the Avengers for global level threats. This is 1 million Skrulls hiding. No, doesn't make the cut.
Yeah. And so for this being, it just did not make any sense where they're like, we're just gonna like surveil and like watch from far away. So if something does happen, like we won't be there.
Zero logic there.
It makes no sense.
Zero.
It makes no sense.
So Domino goes off to Colossus's farm, and she finds the corpse of the girlfriend he murdered.
Yeah. And also sees the pictures he's been painting. He's painting these fucked up pictures.
Yes. And so she says, this isn't you, but you did it all the same. So she knows. She knows something's in his head.
Yeah. And also, so then everyone's being attacked and he's like, and Colossus is like, don't come. We got this. And so they're just sitting there.
Yeah, what?
You're like, what? And then finally he's like, all right, now it's time to go. I'll take you all there. Come with me to this secret gate that they showed earlier. He clearly planted to go to Mikhail. And so as they're all running, Domino goes to Sage, Colossus can't be trusted. He's compromised. You can't go in there. You can't follow him in there. But as she's saying this, everybody goes in the thing. And then there's just a bunch of Russian soldiers in Mikhail.
And they're like, uh-oh. It's not everybody. It's Omega Red, Colossus, Quentin, and Laura.
So, but that only leaves Sage
outside.
and Domino as the
where's Deadpool?
There. Oh, Deadpool went off. I think he was like, oh, I'm going to do this other thing. And I think they basically have removed him from this because he has to be with the Uncanny Avengers.
Oh, yeah. He went to the party. Oh, right. Because he's Uncanny Avengers.
Yeah, so he's going to be.
Right.
Yeah. Not that ever stopped Wolverine from being in everything at the same time. But I'm just happy that it's finally like out in the open. Like,
finally, we're doing something with it.
If the next book, they're like, Colossus, what's going? And he's like, I don't know. And they're like, oh, Colossus is still our friend. I'm going to lose my shit.
I will lose my shit.
I want them to be like, Colossus, you're a bad guy. I'm like, yes, you're all dumb.
Yes, I have not been acting like myself for months now, but none of you
And that's
noticed.
the thing. And the fact that not a single telepath could tell that he's being manipulated seems very sus to me.
Yeah, I mean, well, his brother is a reality warper.
But it's not the brother doing it. It's that other guy with the writing powers.
But I feel like it's both.
Fine.
I feel like they have their own little circuit going on. Circuit party.
All right, fine.
Mikhail's got a big, muscular, hairy chest. He should be at a circuit party.
How do you know it's hairy? When did we see that?
I'm assuming.
Because he's Russian?
No, just because he looks like a hairy man. Colossus is surprisingly pretty smooth, which is surprising. So hot.
What do you like better in a man? Do you like a hairy man or a non-hairy man?
Oh, God, what a good question. I think I like me a hairy man. You know what? No, I don't. I like clean.
I like smooth. Yeah. But I won't say no to hair, but it needs to be in the right places.
Real sexy.
And as someone who I'm always shaving my shoulders and making sure getting things waxed.
Yeah.
And I don't like hair, overly hair, too much on the back or the shoulders. Like in places there's certain on the outside of your ears. There's certain places I don't want hair. If someone has a hairy chest and a beard, I'm not going to turn that down.
No, I'm not going to turn that down. I was at the Eagle last night and there was a guy who was really sweaty and he just had too much hair in his chest and he kept pressing up against me on the dance floor and just the feeling of wet carpet on my back. I was like, dude, I had to walk away. I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah. That's the other problem is. And some people like this, but hair is a flavor saver.
It is.
And sometimes it saves
the wrong
flavor.
flavors.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
you know, but I have to have a beard because I don't have a chin. So, you know, you do what you do.
Jean Grey, number 1.
Jean Grey.
So Jean Grey dies at the Hellfire Gala. This book comes out. And this is Jean essentially in the moment where she's dying. She's kind of looking back at her life and deciding, like, what could she have changed in her past to avoid this moment. And so essentially each issue is like a what if. Because she's like, what if I didn't or I did do this? Let's see what happens. Roll it.
And written by Louise Simonson.
Louise Simonson.
And I'm like,
herself.
Yes. And I honestly will say, she's doing a great job. I feel Chris Claremont.
It was really great.
Chris Claremont can't seem to get back on the saddle and get the X-Men right. But she's she's great.
Weezy never lost it. She's great. So the big what if here is, what if Jean, when the time displaced young original 5 in Bendis's run, what if after when they went back, she did not wipe?
Yeah, and they could
minds,
remember everything.
And they can remember everything they experienced in the future. And so she gives that a shot. I will say this, one thing it leads to, some really smart tunics. They're wearing some like tunic style uniforms for some reason, but I like them.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
I just thought they were in bathrobes. Like they were like, oh, I just got out of the shower.
Oh, I was just, do you like what we did with our bandages? We've been having a yellow bandage party.
But basically, Jean Grey just starts zapping everybody's brains and erasing people's brains, basically.
She will not stop.
And she starts getting out of control.
What I do love, though, in their fight with Magneto, how Magneto is recognizing that everything he's doing is theater.
Yeah.
Because it's so, like, old school supervillainy. It's great.
But also in this, they like leave Professor X and go and just stay in like one of Warren's buildings.
Yeah, because she mind wipes Magneto, and Xavier's like, get the fuck out.
Yeah. But then everyone is kind of like, all right, you're going too far. You're doing too much. And she's like, no. And she's basically just turning into Magneto.
She's turning into Magneto. At some point, she's like, oh, okay, I remember I'm supposed to turn into the Phoenix. So why don't I just do that? Now, Phoenix, can you hear me?
But it's interesting also where but before that, I like the part where she like starts picking up Kitty Pryde, Sam Guthrie.
Yeah.
But she's doing it in
the wrong order.
But I will say, in the way she did it, it's interesting. But do you notice the part with Kitty Pryde, why that's kind of interesting?
She's much younger.
But she does the same thing. Kitty Pryde is younger, but if you remember that scene, it was after Emma Frost kidnapped her. The dad was like, fuck you. And then he's like, okay. And Professor X is like, what's going on? Why is he okay with it now? And Jean's like, look, we were in a hurry.
So did Jean do what Emma did? It's kind of the same.
What?
Did Jean do what Emma did back in the day? No.
Yeah, no. In the Dark Phoenix saga, Jean Grey manipulates Kitty Pryde's father's head so that he'll give her away.
She did the same thing.
So she did the same thing, but she's younger, and Kitty Pryde is younger, and she's like, "So I'm in a hurry. I don't have time." Because the reason she's saying that is because she's like, "I don't need Emma Frost to kidnap her. I don't need all of that. I'm in a hurry. I'm just going to mind her. I would mind wipe you anyway. Yeah. I'm going to go do it and just do it." And that's the thing where I think Louise Simonson like remembers all of that shit.
That's awesome.
And so I just really appreciate that. So they're getting all of these people as kids, but they're just getting them doing it in kind of a fucked up way.
It's like she's checking off a list. Like there's no thoughtful approach here.
And she's basically like, look, and that's where you get into trouble, where you're like, I know everything, and so I have to make all the decisions. And I have the power for no one can tell me no. And if someone tries to tell me no, then I'm gonna fucking mind wipe you. And then she even mind wipes Beast. Yeah. Because he's like, you've gone too far. She's like, bzz. No, I haven't. And that's about? where then she's like, well, then come Phoenix Force, and the Phoenix Force come, and she's like, yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. This feels good. And then, of course, classic Phoenix style, she starts to get corrupted with the power.
Yeah.
The X-Men try to fight her. She burns them to smithereens as the Dark Phoenix. End of What If #1. Because then we cut back to Jean, who's dying, and she's like, no, that went horribly awry.
Well,
maybe, and it seems issue 2 is going to be about the shuttle where she initially did take in the Phoenix.
Yeah. But here's the really tricky part is like, I know what I did wrong, because that's the problem is if you mind wipe yourself, you're still going to cause a genocide of an entire planet.
Yeah.
How do you justify that? How many, I feel like, we still need to make sure, Earth is like, okay, but is Earth okay? I don't know. That's a real tricky thing of being like, I'm going to mind wipe myself just so everything stays the same, including that accidental genociding of a planet.
Yeah. I always liked what Morrison suggested with the Dabari in that the Phoenix burns away things that have no longer have evolutionary potential, that are stagnant. And so the Phoenix burns that away. So
yeah, that sounds
oh God.
What are you, a Nazi?
What did that sound? That's horrible. Yeah,
that doesn't sound great either.
It's like pruning a garden.
That race fulfilled their purpose, so they're okay to die.
God.
Okay.
Don't put it that way.
You don't want. I think it's whenever you're trying to justify why it's okay for
what a horrible
race
thing.
of
What a
people
horrible
to be
instinct.
genocided. Probably.
I'm sorry. Why am I sticking up for Jean? She murdered billions of people.
I know.
But we love her.
But we love
so
her.
Cute in this issue. I think it's great.
But I think it's great. I love it.
I can't wait for the rest. The mess.
Yeah. Exactly. Both of those things will happen. The rest and the mess.
Hot mess, Phoenix. Literally, Phoenix is a hot mess.
Hot mess express.
You want to talk about some TV?
Yeah, why don't we hit the music?
Okay.
I always feel like I'm watching a comic movie or TV.
Ooh, 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 ooh. What are you watching these days?
Ooh. I have caught up with the Harley Quinn on the Max.
I have caught up with it too. We got some going into the future.
Yeah, we have some unexpected twists and turns. Ultimately, this season, this season, is about Harvey. About Harvey. Their couple name, Harvey. Harley and Ivy.
Yeah. Right now, it really came to a head when Nightwing is murdered, which I was like, no, and he gets buried.
So,
do you think he's really dead?
That? Or did they open an episode with them lowering his coffin?
Remember the very previous episode, she's like talking with her in the woods and he falls out of a tree dead.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And it's literally like at the very last moment.
It's like a moment, thud.
Yeah.
And then the next episode opens with his funeral service.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I'm still curious, but here's the thing is like nobody's dead when someone finds a time machine.
Nobody,
especially when that next episode she's like, I'm seeing myself. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
why
you time travel
after you use the time machine, bitch. Exactly. So she's gonna go back in time and kind of fix things, I think. But it's funny where they go in. But we also have Joker. This was kind of an amazing. This is why I love this show. The Joker decides to run for mayor and become a good guy, basically. But then he's like kind of bored. So he has a whole new family. He has 2 kids and a wife. And he's like, I think I'm going to be an evil villain again. And they're all just like, yeah. And they just go along with it like, ha, 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 ha. Yeah. There's a fucking bitch at the cashier who's rude to me. Go fucking kill her.
So funny. Such the like unexpected choice.
Yeah, it's just great. And, but we also have where, Poison Ivy is she's all fucked up. She doesn't know kind of what she really wants.
She's kind of in over, like, yeah, she's with a tribe she doesn't belong with.
And then there's a group of horrible gays, like magic Madrox gays, like multiple men.
Yes, these
multiple
multiplying
fag
twinks. All voiced by Paul Downs from Hacks.
It's that's that one's hilarious. But then the fact is that Nightwing gets killed, and she's kind of like, and you know, Harley Quinn is like, did you do this? She's like, oh my God, I wouldn't, but I mean, it's good for me. And it's just like, you guys, like, this is not working. Like, you literally can't be the head of like the crime fighting team.
Yeah.
And then you're dating the head of the supervillains. Like, it does not
It's a conflict
work.
of interests in like quite literal sense of the words.
In every sense of the word. And I love that their love is always like unbreakable, but you're like, this is not working.
But
like, I don't think they're going to break up, but I also am like, you can't keep doing this.
They do land on, they probably need to shed these situations that they're in, these conflicting situations, Harley being part of the Bat family, Poison Ivy being the Legion of Doom, and just be together again.
Yeah, but then we get to the future. They go into the future, and then they find her. They have like a daughter together.
They have a daughter that's basically like a grown-up Harley with green skin.
Yeah, who also hates them.
And she fucking hates them. At first, you think she is enamored with them and like she's so happy to see them again because evidently in this future they are dead. But no, she betrays them to the antagonist in this future timeline, which is a grown-up Damian Wayne who has taken full fascist overseer control of Gotham City.
Yeah. Sounds fun. Fun. Yay. Will the lesbians make it? I think they will.
Who knows? I loved Jacob Tremblay's, who does the voice of Damian Wayne. I love like they aged his voice a little bit, and he was just, I just love Jacob Tremblay acting like a piece of shit. Yeah. Good stuff.
How old is he now?
I don't know. I think 32.
Shut up.
Is he doing okay? Is he working? He's Damian Wayne on Harley Quinn.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing is like, is he a teen? Like, is he gone through puberty?
Probably. So
was
no
he the
career
kid
for
in the
you.
room? He's the room kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Room, not The Room.
Oh, Room?
Yeah. The Room is the Tommy Wiseau joint.
Oh, right. Well, they should combine
They
that.
should. They should. Well, that's it. I mean, I think it was a tight one this week. What do you think, girl?
Yeah. I do too. I mean, are you watching anything else? Is there anything else you're watching? I do want to bring up something that I watched just for the sheer insanity of it. I watched a movie called Parallel Mothers by Pedro Almodovar. He's the person who did Pedro Almodovar. Down. He did, All About My Mother. And this is like one of his more later ones. I think it might be his last one. It's called Parallel Mothers with Penelope Cruz.
His last one is actually the Gay Cowboy movie with Pedro.
But that's not out yet.
Or did that come out?
I don't think that's out. I think it's a short.
Oh.
That just like premiered at Cannes. So I don't think it's like a full movie. Anyway, it's a great movie. Just pure melodrama, you know, baby drama, lesbians, baby swapping. It's great. But we watched it on Amazon Prime, and because we wrote in Parallel Mothers, it said, do you also want to watch this movie called Double Mommy?
Oh my God, wait. Is this actually about Double Mommy, what you're about to do? Yes.
And then there's another movie called Double Daddy. And then there's Double Mommy 2. And then I found out there's a company in Canada that just makes Fatal Attraction plotline Lifetime like movies. They're with every once in a while you'll see like Jennifer Beals.
Oh, sure.
Like you'll see kind of a D-list, but the majority of it is nobody. People you've never heard, like not a single famous person. And it is terribly acted with heavy Canadian accents.
Oh, yeah.
And we decided, last night was my anniversary, and we rented a hotel, and we decided to watch Double Daddy. And I will tell you, we were just doing, like Mystery Science Theater 3000 commentary. We were laughing.
Well, what's the premise
so
of the
hard.
Double Mommy, Double Daddy, Double Mommy 2s? What's this franchise about?
Okay. So Double Mommy and Double Daddy aren't connected.
What?
But they aren't. I'm sorry. But Double Daddy is a guy. A guy is a high school kid. He's the captain of the lacrosse team or whatever, and he's dating a girl who was away at camp, and she comes back to camp and she's like, "I have a surprise for Jimmy. I'm pregnant." But the night before she comes back, there's a big party. And he gets super drunk, and in walks a girl. And this girl, all she does is when everybody turns away, she'll look into the camera and do an evil smile.
No.
Like she is literally like just like a succubus.
Oh.
Like no personality except like, I'm going to get that man and no one can stop me. So she takes him, gets him drunk, gives him like a date rape drug, sits on his dick, and then she's pregnant.
Oh,
so the girl comes
daddy.
back from camp and she's like, I'm pregnant. But here's my thing. Wait, no. Wait, is this? Yeah, he's a double daddy. But for me, I think because there's two moms, it should have been called Double Mommy.
Well, what's Double Mommy
I think
about?
that makes more sense. Double Mommy is a girl has sex with her boyfriend and then gets raped.
Oh my God.
By another guy from the lacrosse team or whatever. And she's pregnant with twins, one from each of them.
No, that's not how that works.
I feel that is a double daddy because there's two dads, and that's double mommy.
I think you're thinking, okay.
You know what I mean?
That's the difference between you and Canada. How you see.
I know. They're like, no, if a mom has two children, she's a double mommy. But I'm like, no, but if there's two dads, then it's a double daddy. So but that was just, we kept watching the movie and they're like, the parents were finding out and they're just like, we need to talk. And we're like, we need to talk about the double daddy situation. Like we just kept on trying to insert the plot line, like the name of the movie. Double Daddy.
Double Mommy 2. Do you do that? Do you like take or do your friend drink or take a hit anytime they say the title of the movie while you're watching a movie?
Oh, I will do that, but no, they never say the title of the movie. I just want them to, so we kept rewriting the dialogue so that they would say it. Like, so we literally would just be like, "Say it." And she's like, "Do you know what I am?" And we're like, "Say it." A double daddy.
What would you like for lunch? I'd like a double decker.
Yeah. And it was just like, oh, there's one part where the two parents were like, we're going to meet up. And it was like, yes, me and your parents have to have a double date to talk about the double daddy situation.
So make it trouble. Get snappy on the double.
Can we order 2 doubles with the double date for the double daddy?
Have a double cheeseburger, please.
It is. And then basically it ends with both of them pregnant in the woods and trying to kill each other.
Oh, yes.
And there's a point where 2 pregnant women roll down a cliff together.
No.
And then the other one and then the evil one starts giving birth.
Oh, no.
But she's holding a knife trying to kill the other one while the other one's trying to help give birth, get the baby out of her vagina.
So is Double Mommy 2 about one bad twin and one good twin?
I haven't gotten that far. I've only watched the Double Daddy. But I will tell you this. If you ever want to like hate watch something that's just, it's like Showgirls level, everything is wrong, but it's so fucking funny. It just keeps on getting more and more insane. I highly
Amazon
recommend
Prime.
it's like trash to the highest extent. Like it's like if you want utter trash, it's just like, yes. Double Daddy.
That's incredible. I did watch a movie lately that is supernatural, and so it counts. I watched Scott Derrickson, who, by the way, was the director of Doctor Strange and then left Multiverse of Madness only to be replaced by, Evil Dead guy, Sam Raimi. Scott Derrickson's The Black Phone with Ethan Hawke.
Okay, you know what? I just saw a TikTok of people reviewing horror movies, and this person said that was the worst movie they've ever seen.
I disagree.
But I heard another person say they thought it was really scary.
Halfway through, I watched it by myself. Halfway through, I said out loud, "Wait, is this good?" I was like, "I'm into this." Scott Derrickson he's a good creepy director. This movie, while not being scary or gory,
is Ethan Hawke like? Is he going after kids? Is that what this is? Yeah. See, that's automatically gross.
You know what? Which is horrible subject matter. There's so much of the story that you don't see that is left out, so that it is more palatable than you think, considering that horrific.
Well, I mean, thank God. I mean, what are they supposed to do? I need to see the dead bodies of the children.
Well, no, it could be like a horribly violent, and it's not like the whole thing is that there's this disconnected phone in the dungeon where the kid is being held, and the ghosts of the previous children are giving him instructions on this phone. Yeah, so it is through what the kids say to the main kid that you're like, oh, this Ethan Hawke's really fucked up. But you know that I waited to watch it because of the subject matter, and like I just don't want to watch a movie about that. But it did a good job of not making that so tasteless.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke was great. I've never seen him act like this in any movies before. The main kid was great. The girl who plays the main kid's sister she's great. The character, the actress, she is iconic. The sister in the black phone. She's going on my list of best movie characters.
Great.
Yeah, it's great. I recommend.
Okay, cool.
And it's like a good, like if you want a scary movie, but you're not that into scary movies.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, I think we did it.
We gave you some trash, something scary.
Yeah. Spooky season's coming. It's right around the corner.
Yes. Oh my goodness. What? I know. I need to see the Talk to Me.
Yes. Oh my God.
Movie. I haven't. Have you seen it?
No. I checked Showtimes, and it's not in as many theaters here as I would like.
I need to see that.
I really want to see it.
Yeah.
It's not like, is it on like in theaters now on Amazon where you pay like $20? I'll do that.
I don't know. It's been a couple weeks since it's come out. It might be.
They did that with The Blackening.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
Although the new Exorcist is coming out for Halloween. The Exorcist sequel.
Is that a movie or a series?
No, I think, is it? I don't know. But I just saw that fucking what's-her-nuts is in it. The mom. What's that actress?
Ellen Burstyn?
Yeah. Is in it. They're like, we need to talk to someone.
Holy shit.
No, I saw in the trailer, they're like, we need to talk to someone that has firsthand experience. And then you just see her come in the room and you're like, oh no, oh fuck.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
I am in. Is it The Exorcist Believer?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a movie with Leslie Odom Jr. and Ellen Burstyn.
Yeah.
I haven't heard good things about Leslie Odom Jr.
Why not?
I heard he's kind of an asshole. I heard that he was an out gay man.
Yeah,
and
I told you.
Started.
One of my friends was friends with him that went to the gay bars with him all the time. And then when he went to New York
on fellow street.
Well, then no, and when he came back, my friend, when they visited again, it was like he was like, "Are you going to be weird now that I'm with a woman?" And he's like, "Hey, you do you." And he's like, "Yeah, I just." I figured this is the path I want to choose. I think it was basically like, I like women enough that this will probably be better for my career.
Yeah, good. I hope that works out for you.
Yeah.
I hope you're happy.
Sad.
I don't see how being with a woman can make you happy, but I hope.
Well, that happened. You brought up another person that's the case with too.
Who?
Paul Downs.
Oh, yes.
I know a few people that he hooked up with before he got married to a woman. But people are bi. That's the other thing. People are bi. Some people are bi, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm going to live my life in the gay world, and now I'm going to get married." Right. So I mean, it's possible.
People are bi. I bet most people are bi.
No,
not me. Strictly Dickly.
I still want to try it, but then when I'm actually presented with the opportunity, I'm like, no. No, it's true. I like watching straight porn. I think it's fun. I'm not disgusted by a female body. I think it's sexy.
Sure, it's sexy, like intellectually.
I think that's the problem.
Like I like how I think art is.
Well,
sexy.
I think for me, once I smell a womanly smell, I'm not saying like something bad. I'm just saying just something different.
Like
it smells like a female and not a male. Like something might be like danger, danger, run.
yeah, probably.
All right.
Chanel causes fight or flight.
Yeah.
All right, darling.
Well, I think we did it.
Thank you for listening, everybody. We're going to be here on the air weekly. Oh, I don't know.
Should we talk about the dangers of reading comics?
I think you should.
Yeah. I hate to break this to you, especially because Halloween is coming and you're going to read a lot of scary stories. But this is the scariest story of them all. If you read comics, well, look out, because that will make you queer.
Bye.
Bye.
Damn.